The suspect in 2 fatal Denver stabbings has been on the radar of multiple people for years. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Alexandra Lewis.
I'm Tom Green. Criminal charges are now pending against Elijah Caudle in those 2 deaths, as well as the 2 other stabbings on the 16th Street Mall. Now, a fuller picture of his criminal history is emerging from court documents from several other cases. Kevin Vaughn from 9 News Investigates joining us now. And Kevin, you obtained some new records today. What have you found?
Tom and Alex, nearly 3 years ago, a probation officer concluded this suspect exhibited antisocial behaviors, and a judge concluded he posed a substantial risk to harm others. In 2021 and 2022, the Adams County court system was dealing with Elijah Caudle. He'd been charged with accosting the maintenance director at a shopping center while armed with a knife. Documents obtained by 9 News Investigates show Caudle was accused of threatening to cut the man's throat. Even so, he got a plea deal that left him with a misdemeanor conviction, and that did not surprise 9 News legal analyst Scott Robinson.
The initial plea bargain of pleading the felony menacing down to third-degree assault is a pretty standard plea agreement for most situations, even those involving a threat to cut someone's throat.
Caudle initially was given 2 years probation in the case. That was revoked twice. A judge reinstated it the first time, then sent him to jail the second time. Coming up on 9 News at 5, we'll have new details about the steps Adams County probation officers and judicial officials took in this case. Live in the newsroom, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
Yeah, Kevin, there's so many questions still involving Denver's police's response to what happened over the weekend, as well as there's still the missing motive. What triggered all of this to take place over this weekend?
Those are difficult questions that we don't yet have answers to. We're continuing to unravel a voluminous record related to this man.
All right, Kevin, thank you.
It was a mild day for January in the metro area. Right now, our weather impact team is tracking that Arctic blast headed our way. Enjoy the sun before Friday, because then we're going to be frigid. Arctic temperatures, Corey, that we've been talking about. It's just cold and uncomfortable.
But when you say it's going to be a blast, that sounds kind of...
No, not the good blast.
Oh,
not the
okay.
good kind.
Just an Arctic blast,
That's right.
Not like a blast, Corey.
Don't think too many of us are going to be having a blast in this thing.
Not me.
We're looking at some pretty cold air. Once it drops below freezing somewhere on Friday evening, it'll likely stay below freezing for about 90 consecutive hours until about Tuesday afternoon. We may break over the freezing mark, and we're looking at maybe 3 mornings in the negative. So significant cold air ahead. Right now, not too bad of a day here. Temperatures in the upper 30s, still below normal for this time of year. Pretty good bite to the air today, and that will be gone tomorrow. You can kind of see this air drifting in from the north here over the state. That's been kind of transporting in a little bit of cold air, a little bit of moisture in that air as well. So we'll expect a few snow showers in the mountains as we go through tonight, but those will gradually dissipate. And then tomorrow morning, we're finally going to get rid of all those flurries up in the high country, and we'll have a pretty clear day across the state of Colorado tomorrow, and then again on Thursday. We'll take a look at your next 2 days here, centered around the forecast for the National Western Stock Show. We're looking at warmer conditions tomorrow. We'll actually feel the warmth, and then a very warm day on Thursday, and that could be the last warm day until February. I'll talk.
More progress is being made on wildfires in Los Angeles, but crews are preparing for high winds to peak again tonight.
Yeah, we're in the next 48 hours that are going to be so crucial as far as fighting these fires. We're over a week into the process. We do know of at least 24 people who've died. Some 40,000 acres have been charred. FEMA saying assistance is now available for people impacted. The administrator saying more than 40,000 people have applied for assistance. CAL FIRE says the Eaton and Palisades fires are the 2nd and 4th most destructive in California history, and more than 90,000 people still remain under evacuation orders or evacuation warnings. Of course, there are thousands of people who've been displaced. A Denver man is looking to help a number of them.
9 News reporter Jaleesa Irizarry shares with us how he plans to do just that.
Each house is built a little different. Some have a foundation filled with hope, while others start with stability.
That's all we need, you know.
Woody Faircloth knows how important a home is.
It's just chimneys and
how quickly it could be taken away.
Every house in the neighborhood is gone.
This month, thousands of homes in Southern California were destroyed by multiple wildfires. Similar flames that fueled Woody and his daughter Luna 7 years ago. After seeing so many displaced by the California Camp Fire, they wanted to offer shelter.
I turned to my daughter and said, Luna, these people need help. And she said, well, let's help them. And that's what we've been doing ever since.
Woody started Emergency RV, a nonprofit that provides donated RVs to survivors that lost their homes to natural disasters. They prioritize first responders, like this one from the Bear Fire.
He was just thrilled to death. I've never seen a big grown fire tree cry, but he broke down pretty good on that one.
Woody says they've given out more than 250 RVs.
Yeah, little model RVs.
Relics of them riddle his rooms and remind him there's more work to do.
Just devastating wildfire destruction.
This weekend, Woody flew to LA to see for himself. He found spots to house RVs and the people to give them to.
We were back in the canyons meeting with firefighters and just regular families who are just distraught. They have nowhere to go, literally sleeping in tents.
Woody says so far he has 30 RV requests for LA. He hopes the homes are enough to build a little hope.
We want to give people the opportunity to start over again. We want to help the people that need help.
Woody is always looking for more RVs. If anyone is interested in donating one, it has to be in good working order. He says no leaks or anything like that. He doesn't want to give the recipients any more problems than they already have. He plans to be back in LA in a couple of weeks. Jaleesa Rosari, 9 News.
That is incredible work he's doing for those folks. Jaleesa, thank you for that. So advocates are celebrating a measure passing that would expand needle exchange sites in Denver. But the proposal still faces at least one big hurdle as we wait to find out whether the Denver mayor, Mike Johnston, will veto this proposal. City Council passed the measure last night. It would eliminate a rule that says only 3 needle exchange sites can exist in the city. It would also eliminate requirements for how close those sites can be from schools and daycares. Mayor Mike Johnston has expressed some skepticism about this proposal, saying earlier this week that he believes there is an adequate supply of programs to meet current demands.
We're really hoping that the mayor does the right thing here.
I would ask that Mayor Johnson veto it and see what happens then.
Johnston has 5 days to make that decision. Proponents on the council currently do not have enough votes to override that veto if he does make the decision.